Good morning. This is Pastor Zach with the Goodland United Methodist Church with your morning devotion for Thursday, December 7th. Today I'll be reading from the Gospel of Luke in the 21st chapter. There will be signs in the sun, the moon, and the stars, and on the earth distress among nations, confused by the roaring of the sea and the waves. People will faint from fear and foreboding of what is coming upon the world, for the powers of the heavens will be shaken. Then they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud, with power and great glory. Now when these things begin to take place, stand up and raise your hands, because your redemption is drawing near. Be on guard, so that your hearts are not weighed down with dissipation and drunkenness and the worries of this life, and that day catch you unexpectedly like a trap. For it will come upon all who live on the face of the whole earth. Be alert at all times, praying that you may have the strength to escape all these things that will take place, and to stand before the Son of Man. A reflection on these verses for Advent from the book Preparing for Christmas by Richard Rohr, entitled Come Lord Jesus. Come Lord Jesus, the Advent mantra, means that all of Christian history has to live out of a kind of deliberate emptiness, a kind of chosen non-fulfillment. Perfect fullness is always to come, and we do not need to demand it now. This keeps the field of life wide open, especially open to grace and to a future created by God rather than ourselves. This is exactly what it means to be awake, as the gospel urges us. We can also use other A words for Advent: aware, alive, attentive, alert, awake are all appropriate. Advent is, above all else, a call to full consciousness and a forewarning about the high price of consciousness. When we demand satisfaction of one another, when we demand any completion to history on our terms, when we demand that our anxiety or our dissatisfaction be taken away, saying as if it were, "Why weren't you this for me? Why didn't life do that for me?" We're refusing to say, "Come, Lord Jesus." We're refusing to hold out for the full picture that is always given by God. Come, Lord Jesus, is a leap into the kind of freedom and surrender that is rightly called the virtue of hope. The theological virtue of hope is the patient and trustful willingness to live without closure, without resolution, and still be content and even happy because our satisfaction is now at another level, and our source is beyond ourselves. We are able to trust that He will come again, just as Jesus has come into our past, into our private dilemmas, and into our suffering world. Our Christian past then becomes our Christian prologue, and "Come, Lord Jesus" is not a cry of desperation, but an assured shout of cosmic hope. A reflection question: what expectations and demands of life can you let go of so that you can be more prepared for the coming of Jesus? May you have a blessed day.